easy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game have veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. Are you ready? Ready, set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the at the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm time to bring the bass bird.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There we go. Pac-Man. 120! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag!
Wentz now on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
64.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go. 20.
50 seconds, come on. I hope you got your luck. How about
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And this is caught by Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
21. Here we go.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Fournette on the counter. And he stopped immediately there.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, McKinnon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Here we go.
He was brought down by Ben.
We got 3 down.
21. 21. Hey, high 7.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
McKinnon, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch QB draw. Check. Check. 13. Hey, seam 6.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Wentz. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I got
82, 82.
Wentz going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. They fake the give. Now Wentz. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up in an offset eye. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Keep it up. Out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is taken at the 18, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wentz now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Watkins, the intended receiver.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Oh, it shifts past him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he will perhaps get back to the halftime report. Coach.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive. Fruitful game offensively thus far.
That sideline, because that drives you the points on the board. They've got to just take it.
This for the 1-yard gain.
57 to Mike.
21.
That's a gain.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play.
57. Mike, it's me and you. He's crashing.
Dalvin Cook. 22 yards on the came out, and that leads to a news and 10. And he's
over and rebuild that confidence.
7 now. Garoppolo there. And now it's 3rd down. 2 for 4 thus far in the game. But we'll go the other way with a football. In the second half, down 3 scores.
Deficit. If they give up another score, if they had any chance of winning this.
The pickup of 11 yards. His first touchdown on the year. On their lead. Extra. And this will be a touchback. As
the offense take care of the defense. Defense
thrown to the end zone on 1st.
We got 3. We got
General West.
Yet again, as his nightmare, just a gain of 1 there.
One, open it.
They do go. A surprising move to go for excellent field position.
Know that there's going to be some bad blood there. We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
21.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
11.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from what you're doing. They'd be chanting, start the ball.
Get ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
From the 41, Wentz, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Rabbit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, D-line, let's keep it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down and goal. Wentz got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo flushed out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down, operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is fielded inside the 5. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Now Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the run, Darkwa. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,